Welcome to part 2 of our investigation of the Walker House in San Dimas, California. You can find part 1 of this investigation in the description box. Join us as we move to the second and third floors of the museum to see what spirits we may encounter.
Very top floor of the Walker House, outside this office. Right now I think they use it as an office space and then a catch-all for other things. Who I feel right now that's inside here is this very slim older gentleman, thinning on top on his hair along the sides, wears the little spectacles. I see him as being in here. He does seem like he in life was a businessman, still is. He considers like he's still running his office at his desk. And a polite gentleman, not one to strike up conversations or things like that too often, but he's pleasant enough. If you were to go up to him and talk, he'd be okay. And again, for you, if you'd like to talk, you can say your name in here. He gives me the feeling like he lived closer to the foothills. He kind of points north of the mansion here. Feels like he rode a horse back and forth to work at some point. I don't believe there were any paved roads at that time. It would have been just dirt, kind of thing. So he gives me the idea of that. Cars were just starting to come in. It's like I see a little Model T once in a while rolling down the dirt. Okay, and I'm hearing the word lawyer. So he worked in that kind of capacity. He was married. He did have his wife. Opposite to him, she was like, a little rotund, and just very energetic, and like he says, I let her do all that stuff. She holds a party, she does all that. I just stay in the background, and out of the way of everyone. Mm-hmm. As long as I bring home the check, she's happy. If they did have a child, it would have been a boy. And I say if. Okay. So, yeah. If they had a child, it would have been like stillborn. It never quite came into the world fully. He says we don't talk about that. Okay. Yeah, that was just a sore spot with them, and so from then on they decided, no, we don't need to really have a kid after this.
Totally relate.
Yeah, I just thought about that. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you understand. It's like, and I'm asking him why he's still here, and it's like, he goes, it gives me something to do. He just enjoys it. He don't feel stuck particularly. He just enjoys being here, coming to work still, and he's got papers in his hands. He's talking, but he's got the papers in his hands like, busy man, busy, and so he'll continue on with it, I'm sure, long after we're gone. Yeah. But yeah, no, he seems to be okay. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to? 1908 with him again. He puts out a year.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to say before we go? Okay, well, thank you very much, and we'll continue on down the road. Have a good time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have that man still in here. This is the one we call the grumpy guy.
Okay.
Yeah, and he travels up and down this elevator a lot. I've recorded him saying all kinds of interesting things. And sir, would you like to say something while we're here with all our equipment? All kinds of voices in the background. Ignore those. Do you remember us? Or remember me anyway? This is Michelle.
Hello.
I'm Mona. Yeah, this is him. He tends to just yell. He just so, I told you to, you know.
Oh, okay.
And so that's sort of how he is. And that's okay. You know, everybody's got to have one. How have you been? Okay, this gentleman I've talked to him before, and he appeared to be, according to what he was left on my recordings and what he gave me to feel, he used to be a sheriff way back in the day, you know, like way back, you know, like when the roads weren't they were brand new. He did have roads at that time. He's, something happened to him where he just, okay, he was, I want to say, I asked him if it was on the job, and he said, yeah, it was on the job, but he was either had alcohol in his own system, and then something happened to someone, and it feels like an automobile-related accident, so it feels like someone just either took him out. He might have been going in to arrest somebody that was in a bar, and then that's when he got hit suddenly. It was just a very, very quick passing. Yeah, we're just here to find out, you know, your story, you know, what's happened, and how have you been since? He goes, you know, just here, just whatever, doing my thing. And then he tries to kind of like just walk away from us. You know, it's just sort of like he's done talking.
Is he not ready to move on?
Okay, he doesn't believe in that hokey pokey, as he calls it.
Oh, okay.
And yet, did you believe in an afterlife before you got here? It's something to consider. I mean, we're certainly not forcing you to go anywhere. It's just, wouldn't you like to, like, just try something different? You know, let's see, because it's like other people on the other side waiting for you. Yeah, he goes, yeah, waiting for me, all right.
Oh.
Okay, so a little bit of fear involved with this.
No, I didn't.
So we had people by just now. I'll invite you to, and you just think about it, you know, whatever you'd like to do.
Things we had to buy, but
Sweet.
and this is how we make our money to keep the
Yeah.
Historical Society up and going, and put the different metal, I don't know if you've seen the freestanding historical plaques around town.
Yes.
We finance those and put those up.
That is so, we love watching, or we walk by a lot, my husband and I, and just read every single one of them, you know, going down.
Yeah. This is the family tree of everybody that lived in the house. Display of, this is the families living in the house, doing everything the families do, weddings, Christmas. This is one of the daughters of the family, Sue Carruthers, was a sun-kissed girl. They made statues to advertise sun-kissed.
Oh, be done.
And when the city got the house from the family, there was a whole box of these in the basement.
Wow.
Along with the blueprints of how the rooms were laid out.
Oh, nice.
And because the upstairs had really been gutted by one of the restaurant owners, thinking this would be a venue for conventions and things. And so this was the first restaurant. This was the mansion. It had a white glove butler that let you in the front door when you rang the bell.
About what year was that?
80 something here. 82.
Yeah, I was thinking it's like my mom and I would come by and then once in a while come in for that.
Yeah.
But absolutely gorgeous.
And that is the tower. When you got off the train, they'd say, go to the tower, this is the only hotel in town. But the land boom busted before the train tracks were finished to this point. So
Oh man.
no paying guests.
Okay.
The only people living in it were the 5 guys that built it. This is the redevelopment. The family tried to sell it to these restaurant owners, and they just kept getting it back. They kept falling through, and so they finally gave it to the city. And the city got redevelopment money from the state, so like $9 million was put into it to make it the beautiful place it is today, because so many of these places were burned down by kids partying in it, vagrants living in it, fires, whatever. And this is one of the few railroad hotels that has survived in Southern California.
Someone gets yours down the hallway. The last one you can turn down on the left. I don't know if I feel a whole lot.
I don't feel anything.
Yeah, okay, good. It feels clean to you too. That goes down, I think, to the kitchen area. Okay. Yeah, but they got all kinds of history on the walls.
I didn't know anybody was still up here. I'm sorry, I turned the lights off.
Oh, that's okay. You're cool. We're talking to ghosties anyway, so
Oh, are
it doesn't
you?
really matter. Oftentimes, when you drive by here, if you take a look at the windows, oftentimes there will be at least one spirit, coming out, just saying hi. They're just looking and they're watching, and then they'll just kind of wait for you to greet them because they're bored, number one. A lot of the kids you'll see, from the windows too. So yeah, when you come drive on by, just pay attention, see what you feel, see what you feel right now. Right now it's like in the bottom floor windows, I do see, oh, okay. No, I do see a couple of kids, a boy and a girl, and then there's, I think it's the same older lady we talked to earlier on the bottom floor. The very nice lady, Helen or Ellen or something like that. But she's kind of peeking out and saying hi too, so we're just giving a quick wave. And we'll be back. We'll be back when we can do a little more in depth.
Thank you for watching our investigation of the Walker House. We hope you enjoyed learning some of the history of this beautiful home. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.